Yes, please tell me this is hope. Please tell me that some hope have come back. Please just tell me that it was enough with despair. And I don't want despair. I was just about to be feeling very bad about it. First of all, don't forget to support Parsec, very good company. Hi for those who are watching, the Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer, here to bring you chapter 154 Black Clover. And let me tell you, this chapter is a very mysterious one. There are some moments here that a lot of people are gonna complain about, but hey, I'm just glad the author went this route, because that's how he write his manga. I was beginning to think he was not gonna write that thing, and that deeply freaked me out. So what is happening here? Well, when it looks like Sora and Asta are about to flee, well, let's just say Liar immediately caught up to them thanks to his light magic, takes on Asta and pulls him into a teleportation moment. So he throws Melileo to Sora and tells him to run back home. I will come back. Sora can only say, I won't forgive you if you die. Back on the place with Mimosa. Mimosa is chained up in a cross as she is have her face is full of despair. Still though, the Lich is still flying in the sky, watching the scene. Still not exactly answering what is happening, but Elf Klaus and the Elf Kamon, or whatever his name was, are mocking her for the way, calling this a suitable image. Why they hate royals, well, I was gonna say it's anybody's guess, but no, it's actually not. It's actually understandable why they hate royals, because the light person was said to have been the cause of their deaths. So, and apparently Mimosa is the descendant of that noble. Given to the fact that they look alike, it's not surprising. There's still something about that doesn't feel right to me, but we'll get to that in another time. As she begins to fall in despair, Juno, the possessed Juno for some reason, just looks very, very calm and like nothing has happened. Apparently, according to one of the possessings, is apparently that he's not even aware of himself yet. Then Asta gets flown into the lich chamber as he lands on his feet. But then, when he tries to free Mimosa, he gets stopped by the possessed Klaus and Kamon, who says they will not free that criminal's descendants. So yeah, apparently the first Sorcerer's Emperor is the ancestor of Mimosa. Given to the fact that they always talk down on the Silver family as well, it's very likely that Silver family are also descendants. In fact, Mimosa and Noel are cousins, right? So in a way, the Vermilion and the Silver family are related in a way. Is that true? And all of them come from the lines of you know, the first emperor. There's just some part of the puzzle piece there that is not exactly corrected yet. Is the first of the fact is we know for the fact that the first sorcerer's emperor had a sister, and that sister was supposedly pregnant with the Lich's child, but then she apparently died when the first sorcerer's emperor, we can presume, attacked it all. So I'm just asking, who were the Vermilion descendant from? The first sorcerer's emperor, perhaps? Someone else. Either way, Asta begins to fall into despair as he sees that even his rival is, well, you know, possessed by that. The elves attack Asta, and once again something strange happened. Even though Asta tells us the possessed Klaus to stop, he still attacks, of course. But it's the fact that he is also once again saying this body is reacting, once again implying that the the possessed people can indeed be, you know, they can get deep down. I think they can be cleared out. That was not the word I was looking for. They can be saved, but we'll see about that. Either way, Asta gets, of course, overpowered, and Liar says that they should just kill him because, well, they don't need him alive to take his grimoire after all. With that, the possessed elves begins to fire an attack, as Mimosa can only watch as the man she loves is about to be killed. However, Asta, despite knowing that this is a hopeless fight, says his ordinary speech. A lot of people will still think that is corny, but hey, this is Asta's character. You have no right to criticize that. Is the fact that He promised his friends he'll come home and live. He's not gonna let his friends kill their friends. And he's gonna live and gonna survive because he will be the Sorcerer's Emperor. And those words seems to change the expression of the possessed Juno. As Klaus, the possessed Klaus, still doesn't understand why he cannot move. He fires a combined attack with the other possessed one. However, the attack gets destroyed by none other than Juno, who says the familiar words. What are you saying, Asta? The one who will become the Magic Emperor is me. Once again throwing the possession into question, because note, Juno still has the elf's ears, still has the mark of an elf on his body. So what the heck just happened? Not that I'm complaining, I said just, yes! Does that mean Juno has overpowered the possession? That means it's hope to save the others. Or is this meant to imply something else? I mean, again, apparently Juno's didn't really connect completely. They said he didn't know of himself yet. But for some reason, Asta's words snapped him back into reality. But again, he still seems to be an elf, so this is a little bit confusing. What can we say? Did Juno just overpower the elf that possessed him? Or is it perhaps that Juno is not possessed by an elf that once lived? I mean, we cannot forget the theory that Juno is somehow connected to all of this, as Asta is. That we can definitely say. There's always been the popular theory that maybe Juno is the child of Lich and the First Emperor's sister. Although how that makes sense, I know, that is very strange. So what I'm trying to say is this Juno elf the same Juno we have seen before? Or is this just Juno who overpowered the elf that possessed him? It's not exactly clear yet, so I hope that will be answered. Because if this really is Juno, then yes, finally some hope! This manga was falling so much into despair, I was actually beginning to feel like it was not gonna get the charm it once had. And if it's hope for Juno, it is hope for the others. So please, just give us hope already. But we'll see, won't we? We will see. So that's basically this review of this chapter. All in all, I liked it more than I have liked the other two Black Clovers one, but mostly because of hope. So you go ahead and give me your thoughts if you have any.